Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today I'm back in the booth and I have another rear body panel that I'm doing on a Tesla. And I was wanting to show you guys on this one here, if any of you guys is looking to duplicate some of these rear body panels on Tesla or even some of the cut-in, you'll have to go about it a different way. So PPG is recommending for this here blue on Tesla, they want a G7 underneath on it. So this is the water-based G7 color shade here that they want you to have their chip match the actual vehicle. So when you're doing the cut-ins, if you were to put this G7 down, you'll never get the look that this is supposed to have. So you guys can see here, this is a rear body panel we put in, and I sealed this with a lighter gray. Because if you see right here, that's what they used when they did this car at the factory. They went with a lighter color. They're using this kind of a shade, and PPG is using a darker gray on their chips. So if you want to duplicate the factory, cut-ins inside the trunks and on certain one of these Teslas, you have to do a lighter color. That way it looks the way it needs to. So we got a black one here on this side. I'm not going to show you too much of this. You guys have seen me do plenty of these black Teslas, but I wanted to show you on this one here how we're going to duplicate this rear body. So make sure you realize that you have to go with that lighter color on the bottom. That way that blue is transparent. When you put the wrong sealer down, you definitely can get into a world of trouble with them. So let's go ahead and get this thing candy glossed on the back and try to get this factory looking. But definitely wanted to show you guys that because it might help you out. So let's go ahead and finish this one up and see how we can get it to come out. All right, so you guys can see the difference that I was telling you about, especially with the G7 and then that light gray that I have down on the rear body. And I put it underneath the trunk as well, because if you looked at the original trunk, and I might take you out there to show you it, it had that light gray underneath there too. So we put a little bit of full concentrated color on the edges of the rear body panel, and now we're gonna mix up a custom mix and use the 490 with the original color and give it almost like a candy. So I'll show you how I do it. So we grab the 490 and we're just going to put a little bit inside the cup. And now we'll take our original color and put a little bit of that in there and make our own candy of it. Don't put too much in to start out with, go with less, and that way you can gradually work it to the right shade that you need. It's better off going light and then building it up, just like a regular candy paint job when you're doing that. So we're gonna go ahead now and put some of this one on, and you guys will see what I mean. All right, so you see how we went ahead and we candy glossed it over the top of that, and once that dries, it'll have a perfect fade, because with that color, with full concentrated, either you got to turn your pressure way up, and it's pretty hard to duplicate the look without diluting it down in the 490. So we'll let that set up. I'll bring it back in there and I'll show it to you guys once it flashed off, and I think you'll be pretty happy with the way it looks. So let's let it flash off and we'll bring you in. All right, so I took you over and showed you the trunk, how it looked underneath. And now you guys can see what I mean, how that works really nice when you dilute that original base color in your wet bed, the same as your you know, base clear in other lines. So you guys see here, this area here, we didn't do anything to it. And you guys can see how it's see-through underneath there and all around. And then it goes right into what we did. So we always want to try to duplicate it and make it look like nothing was done to it. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this one up and clear it, because they do clear over the back of the rear bodies on these. They want them shiny, and we'll clear it. And you guys can see in here, we did it like they had it over there. So just trying to do what we can to duplicate what was on it before. All right, let me know what you guys think of that, and definitely shout out to the body men. Without them doing that nice seam sealer and a fine repair, it definitely wouldn't look as good as it does. So we got to give them the respect on that, and definitely came out nice with that trick that I showed you guys. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.